What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good? What's good? We tuning in for another video, man. Today we fooling with R&B. I like, man, why not, man? I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing done, cause I want to go ahead and have it hooked up, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So I'm about to go ahead and move the two-step off of the brake pedal. It's still gonna be on the brake pedal, but we're gonna interrupt the circuit by putting it on a button with the MSD, with the not the MSD, B&M shifter button. So I'm gonna have to order another one, cause I originally was gonna. Well, the funny thing is I originally bought this for that. That's what I bought it for, to put the two-step on this, so then I could press that and release it and launch. But the way I'm gonna hook it up, it's still gonna be on the brake, but it's not gonna activate until I press that. So basically I'm just gonna splice into the wire, since it's already on 12 volts and it turns on all the time, instead of putting a toggle switch on, cause then it'll mess up my brake lights. I need to see how if my brake lights gonna come on. Now I'm talking, I'm thinking about it. I think it's just power though, 12 volt power, cause I just saw how it's hooked up. But it should work, cause if I interrupt the circuit, it shouldn't mess with the brake light. Yeah, they just power. So I'm gonna just splice into it. I'm gonna cut the it's a dark blue wire on the MSD box. That's what run the rev and the two-step launch. So I'm gonna splice into it one side. That'll interrupt the circuit, so it won't activate until I press this button. So basically, when I'm at the tree, I'm gonna be on the brakes, and then when I get 2,000 RPM, you grab this, it's gonna activate the two-step. But you still, you know, you foot braking anyway, so you basically foot braking in, letting go of a button. Two things at once. But anyway, I explain deeper to detail later. I'm finna I got to jump the Monte Carlo off again, man. I believe it needing a battery. About time for it, but I'm gonna put it on the battery charger and try to charge it up while I'm at it. At least that's my plan. Let me see if I want to fool with getting this out of here, digging this out of here. It ain't bad. I just take the boy out. Oh nah, oh nah, ain't nothing going on. Not today. Anyway, let me jump this thing off and move R&B back so we have some space to work with. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, we got woo, that wind blowing. Go out here, let's stay right here before it pick up. I ain't got my microphone on. Stop the wind, but anyway, so let me get this. So I'm gonna just run a rough draft for the wirings first. Before, and I hate I ain't got the right color wires I need. But we gonna make do. It ain't but two. I know where they run to, cause this the only other wire that'll run through this car. Cause I ain't gonna be putting nothing else. I mean, all the electronics that's on here gonna be on here. I'm just changing this. I'm really ain't even adding nothing. I'm just, like I said, changing it. So what I'm gonna do, let me show y'all the way it's wired up. Got to shout out my boy Forrest, man. Angry Yankee. They did it. Came up with this awesome idea. Cause it worked good, cause it's foot brake, it just when you're trying to do a burnout. Alright, so y'all see this wire right here? That's the wire that controls the two-step. And it's wired into the brake light switch. Right there, what you can see. It's wired in right here. That's my tack wire. I need to change that. Go ahead and change my tack out. I need to find me a cover to go right here to cover this up. But anyway, so what I'm finna do, I'm gonna cut in right here. So I won't have far to go. I'm run the wire from the shifter and I'm gonna splice into here. So one side can go to one side. So after I split this wire, so after I split this wire, since it already got 12 volt ignition power, I know that. I cut this. I'm gonna check, do a brake light check to make sure the brake light work, of course, because it wired into the brake light switch. So when you press the brakes, it gives it fire, and then it activates the two-step. But see, when you do a power brake, a burnout, you're on the brakes, so the two-step activated at 2,000 RPM, so it won't let you turn up. So that's what y'all know what? I need to check some. I think the thing got a burnout rev limit on it too. A rev limiter. Now if it got a burnout rev limiter, if I can set that and it'll override it, then I won't have to do none of this. I just thought about it. I need to go back and check that before I get to cutting into it. But if it don't have a burnout rev limiter, what I'm gonna do is splice into that, and then we're gonna tie into this right here. Well, this ain't nothing but a toggle switch, basically. Y'all know that right there ain't nothing but a toggle switch, so I'm gonna tie into that. So one side of this will run to one side of this, and then this other side runs to the other side of this. So this breaking the circuit. Then when you press the button, it'll connect the circuit, activate the two-step. So it'll just basically, you're doing your burnout, don't press the button. But I'm gonna check and see if the thing got a burnout rev limiter on it first. Cause if I can check that, then I might be good. So y'all just stay tuned. Alright, y'all, checking in. Kinda low. So I checked into it. It does got a burnout rev limiter, but let me see, man, y'all. I got it some kind of. I got it propped up a special way, boy. I'm trying to make it do what it do. But it got a burnout rev limiter. But I ain't slime. I got to reposition y'all, man. I'm trying to get y'all so y'all don't run all over the place. Y'all might ride right there. But yeah, it got a burnout rev limiter, but when you activate the two-step rev limiter, it override everything. So back at what I was gonna do anyway, cause that ain't gonna work no way. So what we finna do, I got the laptop out here too. I'm finna hook this up. Like I said, we're gonna splice into it first. I'm gonna cut it in half, and then we're gonna do a brake light check, which I'm gonna set the camera back there and check that. We're gonna do a brake light check. Shoot, these wires might be long enough. I remember back in the day, boy, they used to give you these, man. They used speaker like speaker box wire. Cause I done had these before, man. It used to be speaker box wire. And if you got one from way back in the day, if you still got one, you'll know what I'm talking about. They had speaker box cable, man. That's what it was. But yeah, they pretty long. They pretty good about getting you wiring now. So let me see. We're gonna when I get to run, I'm gonna have to add a little piece to it. We're gonna have to add a little bit to it. Not much. So we're gonna get this. See, I could have been done this, man. Sometimes I don't be feeling like fooling with it, but it feel good today and stuff. So I like, man, why not? It ain't gonna take long. Cause originally we're gonna put a toggle switch on it, and then I do my burnout. Then I just flip a toggle switch, and that'll get it. But I really don't want no switches in this car. I like this stock factory look like this. That's why I don't want to change my gauges and all that. I like the way it look. I want to keep it like that. I don't think I'm changing my tack. I really need that tack now with that light. Since this Joker, she making a little more steam, so we need that light. Cause I can't be looking over that damn tack. So we got this strip, and so before we get the mounting and everything, I'm gonna hook this up. We're gonna do the brake light check. Make sure the brake lights still come on what they should. Then, cause we just tied into that wire. And then we're gonna hook this up. I'm gonna bring the laptop in here, drop the rail limiter RPM back down, cause I got it at 7,000 right now because it was activating or whatever. And I ain't wanna unhook that wire at the time. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna drop the rail limiter down super low, and we're gonna check to make sure it's working. So I'm gonna get all this hooked up, and then we're gonna do the brake light check. Come on, y'all. Y'all supposed to let me know they come on. Let me check. Alright, so we got action with the brake lights. So we're good right there. I got it hooked up. Got it just tied in. Now we got the laptop. Hold on. We got the laptop. Finna tie into the box. And then we're gonna change the rev limiter. Not that rev limiter, the two-step, the launch. So we're gonna set it probably to, I'm gonna set it super low, 1500 RPM. Then I'm gonna set y'all down on the outside, and I'm gonna turn the tires over. Who coming up? Somebody coming up. I'm gonna turn the tires over, and then after that, I'm gonna press the button and try to turn the tires over, cause 1500 super low RPM. So we're gonna do that. Then turn y'all back on, so y'all stay tuned. Alright, we got this set pretty quick. Then don't really take long to do it. So now I'm about to set y'all up right here. We're gonna see, can we turn these tires over just to hell. I ain't trying to leave no marks out here. I got it set to 1500, so we're gonna try to turn the tires over without pressing the button. Then I'm gonna see if the launch work. So y'all hold on. Alright, so we in the game. We cooking with grease. See this, and that, ladies and gentlemen, how you make a homemade trans brake without a trans brake. That's the trans brake without a trans brake. It ain't nothing new. I had it set up like that on Big Meats, but it went on the foot. It went on the pedal. It was on the button. But I had it set up like that on Big Meat. 2-step wide into a line lock. Line lock, hold your brakes. Big Meats was more realistic, like a trans brake, cause I had a line lock button and I had the 2-step wide into the line lock, so you can actually take your foot off the brakes and the line lock's holding, and then you go to the floor. When you let the line lock go, it's just like a trans brake without putting in transmission. But that's a little tip for the one that don't know. So now we know that's good. I'm about to disconnect this. I'm gonna put everything back in the glove box. Well, I gotta set it up, cause I'm gonna set it at about 2,000 RPM, because that's about what it'll hold on the slick. It won't really go past that on the slick. On the wheels it will, but on the slick it ain't gonna do too much past that. So I'm gonna set it about 2,000 RPM. It probably will on the track if it's sticky. So I might set it. I'm gonna set it at 2,000 just to be sure. Just to be safe, and if I have to turn it up some I can, I will. So let's button all this up and get some air going in here. And y'all stay tuned. Alright, so this is where I'm at with everything. Had to loosen the jam nut to get the adjustment right, so the shifter knob like it's supposed to. I ain't have to put nothing else on, cause obviously still a T handle, so that was pretty easy. Just sometimes you have to loosen the jam nut up and get it where you want to, and then you tighten them both down conjunction with each other. So I'm finna get that base. I'm finna get that base raised up, cause the only access I got to the carpet, through the carpet, is where the cable come in. This is a front entry cable, a front exit cable. And like I said, when Angry Yankee, like when my boy Ford was messing with the cars and stuff, he do stuff. He super neat with stuff. Like, he's super neat with stuff. That's why I love his jobs. Like, his wiring and stuff is so neat. He all about concealment and stuff. And look how he mounted the shifter in here. Like, the carpet ain't cut up now. I mean, that was me. I been a cut around the carpet and stuff. But he bolted this thing from the bottom and all of that. It's secure, and there is no cuts, no more access on the carpet. I don't want to mess that up. So I'm gonna raise this base up. Then we're gonna run the wires under the carpet. I slick need to come in right here though, cause then it'll put the wiring in a bind. So I might have to rethink that. I might have to drill me a little small access hole through the carpet right here, yeah, just for the wiring. Cause yeah, if I go all up through there, there's room for wiring to get binded up. So that's why I like talking to y'all, man, cause when I do, it make me think. So what I'm probably gonna do is go in right here. I just hate it gonna make it more wide, got more wiring I gotta add to it. But I'm gonna go in right here. I'm gonna drill through the carpet, make a little hole, and then I'm gonna peel the carpet back, and then we'll run it like that. So then all the wiring be back this way, out of the way of getting pinched or something. So I might go get my drill and then break that out. And after I get that done, get it all hooked up, I'm gonna turn y'all back on. Alright, y'all, had to get the carpet peeled back so I can get up under here easier. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I already knew that was gonna happen. This then when you need long drill bits. How we gonna do that? Take the go ahead and take the mount up like I was planning on doing, y'all. That's what it looked like. I did with a screwdriver. That's what it looked like I'm gonna have to do. Screwdriver right here. I go ahead and take the base up some. So we're gonna get the base. Took up. Drill a little small pinhole Peel that carpet back some more. Run them wires. Then I have my least favorite part out the way, which I hate running wires. Cause I told you I'd be such a neat freak about it. Let's get this up. Oh man, I knew. There. At least they wasn't super tight. It's a good thing. Let's see. Boy, I hate when I have to take these bases up, boy. Tell y'all no lie. But you got to do what you got to do when you want to do stuff neat, man. They can go into the real talk, man, like doing stuff right in life. I'm gonna take both of them out. Just doing stuff right, man. Cause I'm a firm believer. If you ain't gonna do it right or give your all, man, you ain't got no business in doing it. Don't waste your time and don't waste nobody else's time involved with what you trying to do. That right there, man. If you ain't gonna really go hard at whatever you're doing, man, don't even waste nobody's time, man. Just let them know straight up. Hey, I ain't trying to do nothing. I mean to waste your time and just call it a day. Just call it a day, man. Instead of piddling around with folks. Boy, whoever laid this carpet did a good job. Cause when I say this carpet is on the floor, like that. I'm talking about it's on the floor. I'm gonna have to get my knife. I'm gonna have to get my knife and cut that. This some boy, this joker here on there. Let me see. I might get a screwdriver in there. Oh, hold on, we working with some. Hold on. We working with some, y'all. Got a little hole in there. Now I gotta try to feed that wire through there, boy. It's gonna be tight. Feed 2 pieces of wire through there, I should say. That joker tight, boy. Y'all, they won't like doing this, man. Cause this junk here, this the time consuming part of it. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it the non-neat way. Show y'all what I'm doing. So right here, I drilled a hole. Cause I ain't trying to cut. I ain't trying to cut the carpet all up. So I'm just kind of working it. So I better feed the wire through there. Then I took the trimming off so I can peel the carpet back and then feed it up through there. But I'm gonna keep working with this, man. Then I'm gonna turn y'all on when I get finished. Alright, y'all, we checking in. So y'all see, all wrapped up, man. Got it all put back together. Seeing no wires and stuff, nowhere showing. All nice and neat. Let's see. Thing back. So now what I'm about to do is all I got to do is plug into the box again, raise the two-step limit to 2000 RPM, and now it'll be activated when I press the button, and then I can still do the burnout. Then when I pull up in the line, turn that bulb on, creep in there, grab it, boom, boom. But we're gonna try it again, man. I'm gonna back down, drive with a little bit, and we're gonna try it. I'm gonna set y'all up. I gotta clean up my work area. Then I'm gonna hook up to the laptop, raise the limit, send it to the box, save it to the box or whatever, and then we're gonna try it out. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, we got it all buttoned up. Now we gotta try it out. Got it all cleaned up, man. Back. in its original state, but with the better shifter, cleaner shifter. Hold on, make sure I don't get no copyright. Alright. Good. Let's see. I gotta make sure I get wifey a tutorial now. Do not touch that button. Cause boy, you touch that thing say pow. That was R&B. I don't know if y'all remember sometime, but it on camera when I'm driving, that thing will spit back through the exhaust, but it was when the RPM was coming down and you were pressing the brake, it activating that two-step when the RPM was on the deceleration. Boy, she sound good. I might have to spin a block one time, boy. She sound good. She sounded good, boy. I'm gonna have to pop a block one time. Set y'all up, man. Let me see. Set y'all up on the old Coyote. Let's see what this thing hitting like. Oh, how quiet this thing is. Alright. Set y'all up. I might set y'all up on the ground right here. Alright, we're gonna have some right here. Yeah. Set y'all right here. Alright, it worked. It worked. So I don't know how it look on camera right now, cause y'all obviously y'all know I just grabbed the camera. Just skirt the tire. The problem now, I'm gonna tell y'all the disadvantage, which you probably seen already. I'm gonna tell y'all the disadvantage of doing or using a fake trans brake. Now you can run with a looser converter and get away with it, but my converter is what I need for the blower in my application. But I loosen it up, you lose some, but a lot of people do that because they want to get more out the foot brake, more out the lunch and stuff, so they run it loose. But the disadvantage of doing this is what y'all just seen. You don't have enough brake pressure. I could probably put a vacuum canister on it, which I really don't need a vacuum canister. The brakes work great, but you don't have enough brake line pressure and stuff to hold the car still, which is a combination of torque converter and gearing too in the rear end. But you don't have enough brake pressure to hold the car still when you're trying to launch. That's why I said that 2,000 RPM. Now, if I want to get a more realistic launch, I can go down to 1,800 RPM, which is pretty much about like a foot brake. Then, with the exception of you can have the pedal on the floor, so it's still giving you more with a versus with a foot brake. You still got to press it to the floor. So that's the disadvantage. A trans brake wherever you set the RPM, it gonna take off. It just is what it is. That's the thing with a trend brake. So, like I said, that's the disadvantage, man. But it works though. We'll be able to get more of a lunch now. And you know, we don't need hard tires, need rims. So at the track, after you done did a burnout on some sticky tires, and you got VXT on the track, all that play a part. You actually, I'll probably be able to get more like 2100 RPM, but you got to keep in mind this concrete bare. It ain't sticky at all, so all that play a part. But we got what I want to get done, cause I'm thinking about taking her to the track this week if the rain hold out, me and my little brother, and play around on it with the slicks. Probably gonna put them behind the wheel again too, but I said when I go to the track on the slick, remember I told y'all I want to be able to launch this thing to get the 60 foot down. So like I said, everything working like I wanted it to. Two-step on the shifter. Two-step is on the shifter now. Just don't press the button. Don't press the button when you're driving. That's all to it. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It just make it pop, pop. It'll pop through the exhaust like that. Cause when Cuzzo was driving the thing one time and it'll pop, he was like, man, that thing popping. And I was telling him it's the deceleration. Cause the two-step, remember, was on the brake pedal. So you pressing brake when you done made a hit, you at 4,000 RPM and you pressing brake, what is it trying to do? It's trying to activate the two-step, and the two-step override everything, so it gonna make it pow pow. And then I picked up on it. I said every time I hit the brakes, it do that. And I said it's the two-step. That's another reason I raised it up past 7,000 RPM, cause at the time they call it never see 7,000. It probably couldn't even turn 7,000. Now it can. Don't need to, but it can. So now we in there, man. We cooking with grease now. So like I said, man, it was a good little day. Got the job done, clean cut. Y'all see, ain't no wires hanging out nowhere. It's just like I like it. So shoot, they're gonna wrap it up, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. I catch y'all later. BCG, we out.